See some familiar faces. Thanks for joining me. I was just telling Naomi, I was at ATIA, and I see Randall's there, and saw him at ATIA. So thanks for joining. So today, I know we only have 30 minutes, so I just wanted to talk about ScanMarker. Just for transparency, I've been consulting to this company, which has been giving me the opportunity to help them guide some of their features and practices using this technology. So I'll go through the slide deck quickly, and then actually do some demos. So just some of the highlights for today. Going to talk about some of the benefits of using these portable tools, some of the customization, and some highlight the reading benefits. I think some of these tools can be thought of almost kind of like a first aid for students that have difficulty reading text or taking tests independently. Could be a good use for it. So just some of the pain points that and why this tool might be helpful. Maybe there's less teachers to support students who struggle in reading. There may be more students that need reading help in the classroom than they have time. And of course, these tools can help students who need that kind of support. We also have built into the tools translational services. So if you have ELL or ESL students, we can also translate text. I wish I could have videotaped it. When I was at ATIA, I met an educator from Croatia, and she came over to our exhibit booth, and she shared that they don't have any real tools in her country to help support students, especially in Croatian. And she said, "Can you do Croatian?" And I said, "Yeah." So I said, "Do you have any text?" And she said, "No, but I have my computer screen." So a ScanMarker Pro can also OCR a digital screen. So I scanned her Android phone, and the OCR was absolutely perfect. Even adding the acrylic little dots in her language, and it was able to read the text out loud. And the other big part is we want kids to be independent, and so this tool does provide that as well. So why ScanMarker Reader and Pro? There are some competition in the marketplace. We think it's very personal, easy to use. It's a portable support. It increases independence. It can integrate with other tools as well. So I'll show you that ScanMarker Reader can integrate with, let's say, Google Docs or any other digital tools that you have. They're both powerful, and relatively speaking, you can enter these devices at a lower price point. So this is ScanMarker Reader. This is a web-based reading platform. So if you have students that may not only have reading but may have visual impairments, you can actually customize the text, the background, make it high contrast. It uses best-in-class text-to-speech. It's using some of the Google text-to-speech engine, so it sounds quite well. A lot of customization. There's also dictionary support, translational services. So as I'll show you, you could have English on one panel, then you could have that one of 100 different languages on the right-hand side, which might be really good if you're supporting ELL students. This also supports both Android and iOS apps, so students can scan the text to an iPad, an iPhone, or an Android phone. So just to, I'll actually show you, but you can see the customization. You can customize the size of the text, the font, the background color, the text color. And I've worked with a lot of students with dyslexia, and sometimes they report to me that when they're looking at text, it looks like words are colliding. So what you can do is you can change line spacing, word spacing, and letter spacing. So it's highly customizable as well. And the other thing we've included is the ScanMarker Reader Ruler. So for students that may have, fine motor difficulties, we actually have this guide that guides the reader. There's two little protuberances on ScanMarker Reader that fit into the track, and it allows students to basically, sweep the reader using the guide and doing a better job keeping the text in between the window, and makes for a much better scanning experience. So that's the way the web-based app looks. I'm going to do a quick demo, but you can see it's pretty much it's a full-featured talking word processor that can read the text. It also has the translational services, has a dictionary, and also has voice typing as well. And we've just built in Chat GPT as well. And you can copy and paste text into this and use it as you see fit. And then you can export this into many different functions. So I'm going to get out of this. I'm just going to stop sharing because I have a screen over here. All right. So put that here, and let me just do the original. That one. Just, I'm just going to get, so I just want you to see the whole experience. So this is my document camera with the book on this side. Let me make that a little smaller. So we have the, so it's asking me to connect the scanner. The scanner connects via Bluetooth or USB cable, and you can see I'm actually going to connect it now. Let's see if we got that. I don't think. And if I wanted to, I can just hit that and
wanted to chase after the creature.
So I'm going to put the read live, and I'm going to show you this is the ruler. And so you can see that there's like little feet on the scanner, so I can just take it and go across.
But he ran away. He ran faster than.
And then I'm just going to go down here. Now, the other thing too is you may see these striped lines in the guide. This is actually providing, there's actually some intellectual property built into that. If the student scans too fast or too slow, they will actually get some feedback, but it really provides them an easy way to, scan the text.
Any man can run. Watched him.
Okay, so I'm just going to minimize this right now. And so I just want to show you, so here if we wanted to, I could select that, go up to my dictionary and look that up.
Brian, we're not seeing your screen. Are we supposed
Oh, you're not? Okay. That's not good. What happened to the Zoom window?
Oh, so we have a question in the chat.
Go ahead.
Want to answer now or later?
Go ahead. Sorry about it. Let me do that. Let me do that again. So I'm just going to there. And I got that. So this is my document camera. So I have a book underneath it. I'm going to set this to read live. And first I'm going to do it just freehand. I'm just taking ScanMarker reader and I'm going over it.
I wanted to chase after the creature.
This is the guide that I was telling you about. So you can see there's little protuberances at the end of the reader. And I could just put it on here and just go across, which guides me.
But he ran away. He ran faster than.
So you just get an idea of how you can scan. So you can scan without that, but it could help students who have fine motor difficulties. So now that I have the text, if I wanted to, I can click on this and click here, and hopefully, let's see. So you can see that we have a dictionary. This is all, and we support text to speech.
A living being. not a plant.
So you can hear that. Students can also copy and paste this text. So if I wanted to copy, and I can come here. So this is basically a talking word processor. We also support speech recognition in here as well. But a big thing of what we like to say about this is this is truly customizable. So you can see if you're working with a student that has visual impairments, you can see that you can make it nice and large, and I can change the background color, let's say to black, and my text to white if I wanted high contrast. So now when I go back here, you can see that, again, we can customize the user interface with for a particular student. So this is basically a web-based app, so there's nothing to install, but you do have the option of installing the ScanMarker Reader app, which is available for Android or iOS, and it will also send the text over Bluetooth as well. So this will work on Mac, Windows, Chromebooks. Really doesn't make a difference. So basically, you're supplying the screen with this solution. One of the features that a lot of teachers have resonated to is the translation feature. So you can see that I now have English here, French here. And what's nice too is this application, in this application, we use a French speech engine. So if I were to select this and then hit read.
Je voulais courir après la créature, mais il s'est enfui.
So it actually sounds like, the language that it's speaking. You can see that we support a lot of different languages. And again, when we were ATIA, we had teachers say, we just got a number of students from this country that moved into the area. Do you support this language? We support over 100 different languages in this. And students can, again, you can customize it so you can see the text that you scanned on the top and the translation on the bottom, which is really nice. And then if I wanted to export, you can see that I can export into these various formats: PDF, Microsoft Word, JPEG, and MP3. Or if I wanted to share, you can see we do support integrate with Google Docs, so that that document could be saved into Google Docs as well. And we, like I said, we also added, now again, if students can copy and paste text into this word processor, and we just added AI, so you can see that if you pasted text in here, you can make a summary. You could ask more information about this. So we bake ChatGPT right into this interface. This is a really powerful solution that we say is very customizable, but you bring your own screen to the party. Any questions or?
There is one question in the chat about the translation. Does it use Google Translate?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay.
It does. And I think we support about 100 different languages. So I'm going to go out of that if there's no other questions about that. And I could always come back later if you have any.
Okay, one more question.
Go ahead.
Can I copy any text and paste into the web-based app without going through the ScanMarker?
Absolutely. So if I'm here, I'm just going to delete that, and let's go to I'll put dogs wicked. So I could just grab this text, just do a copy and do a paste. There we go. And then you can, you'll have all the tools that you had. So you don't have to, I mean, if you can get it in some other format, This is a talking word processor, and the company is looking to, to sell to schools just the software if that's all they need. If you don't need the scanner, but you want this full-featured, basically talking word processor with translational services and text to speech and voice typing, you can also get a license for that as well. Good question. Thanks. All right. So
And
now,
just one
yeah.
more.
Go ahead.
Does it work in Jamboard?
Does it, what do you mean work? You could, when you say work in Jamboard, I'm not sure. First, the other part too is Jamboard's being phased out by Google, so I
That's
don't,
what I thought.
yeah, so you may want to look, but again, you can copy and paste text from there, do what you want with it. So that I was using that ScanMarker reader. And now I'm going to jump into, this is our new device. So this is ScanMarker Pro. This is a standalone version of the reader. You don't need anything but this device. This has a nice bright screen. It's a touch screen, so students can interact with it pretty much like they're used to with touch screens. We have a settings, so it could be totally customizable. You do see that we support Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So with Bluetooth, students can use their Apple EarPods or any kind of Bluetooth headset or speaker. With Wi-Fi, if you do connect this to Wi-Fi, we support over 55 different languages with this device. If you don't connect to Wi-Fi, then we support English, Italian, French, Spanish, and German as well. So you can see that everything's touch. I can play around with the brightness, things of that sort. So the most important part is teachers and students wanted a device that they could just pick up and read. So I'm just going to pick this up and move this down a little bit. And now you hold it like this, scan. Maybe I may have seen. Oh, you know what?
Mais il s'est
Let me just.
I entered to chase after the creature, but he ran away. He ran faster than.
So, and just like with any other text-to-speech device, we can change the speed of of the text-to-speech engine, so we can slow it down, speed it up. So the gear would let us change the speed. So you can see again everything is direct access. You don't have like a menu wheel or a back button. Everything is direct touch. If I go to, we have sentence and word. So if I click on creature, this little icon over here is the dictionary.
Creature.
And this was version 1. All the new ones that ship, the students will have the ability to listen to the device, read the definition out loud. So we're constantly updating this based on teacher feedback, student feedback, which is really exciting. Any questions so far? We also have a dictionary, so students can scan words as well. And we do have the translate function. I believe it's set to French. So if I come over here and I go across, it will, you can see.
J'ai essayé de chasser la créature, mais il s'est enfui et couru plus vite qu'eux.
So you can see how quickly that processes. In this case, French is built into the device itself, so I don't need Wi-Fi for this. But if I hit the gear, you can see all the languages that it does support. again, which can make this a really interesting tool in the classroom if you're supporting students, where English may not be their native speaking language. So that was the translate. You can also use this to scan text, and then if you plug this in, this uses a USB cable into your computer, Mac or Chromebook. This mounts as a hard drive, and then you can reuse that text in any document that you see fit. And you can actually name your files as well. So you can see I actually scanned some text from Call of the Wild, and it's stored in there. So when I plug this into my computer, I can basically take this text file and open it in Google Docs, Microsoft Word, or any other word processor. It saves it as a TXT file. This can also be an interesting tool for language instruction. So I can speak in English, and then it will give me the translation in another language. So if I hold my finger down on that, what time is it?
Là-haut, quelle heure est-il?
So again, we support all those languages. In this case, it's English to French. If I click on the gear, I can change that to one of many different languages. Again, if you connect it to Wi-Fi, you have access to 55 different languages. Students can also go into a lecture. And again, if they have permission, they can just click the record button. And now it's just a digital audio recorder. Again, you can plug this in and drag the audio file off this device, and then have access to it. Maybe send it to a transcription service, or you have a piece of software to transcribe it. So this can be used as a digital audio recorder. And you can see that it was saved. Let's see if this is. And now it's just a digital audio recorder. Again, you can plug this in and drag the audio file off this device, and then have access to it. Maybe send it to a transcription service, or you have a piece of software to transcribe it. So this can be used as a digital audio recorder. And this device actually has a micro SD slot. So if you needed more memory, you can have that as well. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It's a really, as you saw, hopefully easy to use support for students that need that support. I mean, schools are using this to support students. Again, it's not intended to read a whole book, but if you have a student that needs that support, and there aren't adults to, let's say, read a test or read questions on a worksheet that they're using, this could really come in handy. And because we support Bluetooth, they can use their Apple earbuds or any other headset that supports Bluetooth, which is really nice. So it's just it's kind of like frictionless tool that you just turn on, and the student is ready to go. So any questions about?
There are a few questions in the chat.
Sure.
What Wi-Fi does it use? 2.6, 5?
Now, we're getting clarification. I know it definitely supports 2.4, but I've connected this on my 5 gigahertz channel. But we're getting clarification from the manufacturer in terms of what it supports.
Okay. How much is the web-based app?
I don't know the pricing on the app, but the reader, the ScanMarker reader, is $199, and ScanMarker Pro is $249. Both are available through the company's distributor called School Health. They were at ATIA this past 2 weeks ago. You can purchase it there, or you can actually purchase it, I think, on Amazon as well. But if you need more information about the software itself and school licensing, just someone can get in touch with me, and I can I'll have someone from the company be in touch.
And do you, someone asked, do you know what Jamboard is being replaced with?
No, but if you go online, you know, there's lots of alternatives that are are available. On top of my head, I don't know. I know, like, Microsoft has their own whiteboard tool, but if you do a search for replacements for Jamboard, you'll come up with lots and lots of alternatives.
Right. And does the Wi-Fi have to be turned on with the Pro model? Can it just connect with the PC with Bluetooth?
So the ScanMarker Pro is standalone. So if you don't have Wi-Fi, it still does the text to speech, and it will do translational conversion for the 5 languages: English, Spanish, French, German, and Italian. But Wi-Fi is not needed for this device to work. So it doesn't have right now, there's no way to use ScanMarker Pro to move it into another digital environment. We are working. That definitely is a feature we will be adding to the device. Right now, if you wanted to export, let's say, something into a Google Doc, you would just plug this into your computer and mount it as a hard drive, and just move the file over to your hard drive and open it up in Google Doc or Microsoft Word.
Great, thank you. I see Stacy Moore raised her hand.
Yep.
Stacy, please feel free to turn on your mic.
Sure.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. I'm so sorry I'm late.
No problem.
I do have a question you might have answered already. Would this be good for somebody with macular degeneration?
I think it would probably be problematic, because you have to be able to, scan the line of text. So I'm not sure that this would be the best. It would, depend. It would depend on your eyesight and what you're able to see. I mean, ScanMarker Reader has. I mean, one of the nice things about ScanMarker Reader is it comes with this template. Do you see that on your screen?
No, I'm on gallery. Let me switch.
Okay. So with ScanMarker Reader, if you could, again, if you can see that and use this guide, then you could scan it, and then in the application itself, you can make the text, you can customize the experience in Reader.
Oh, I see. And also, I'm in New Jersey, so I would be interested in it for not only people that I advocate for, but
Right.
my own mother. So could you send me information?
Sure.
And
I'll put my email address, and I can definitely send you some information about that. Not a problem.
thank you so much.
Welcome. Any other questions?
Stacy, I just want to add, we have a technology lending center where you can borrow devices for free for if you live in New Jersey. So please contact them. I will put their information in the chat too.
Yes, I have borrowed things plenty of times. They were so helpful, and I've always returned them on time. And so you have one of these at the lending center that I could try?
I would say check with the lending center to see if they have one.
If
But
not, I'm going to make sure that Naomi gets one of each, so that she can loan them out to people in New Jersey. So I'll it may take a week till I get it to Naomi, but she will have one in the lending library.
Thank you.
So again, these are, both these tools are really, handy ways to help students, bridge the gap and provide them with the independence that they need when they need to access, text in the classroom. I would say that if you're looking for a way to customize the reading experience, ScanMarker Reader is a great tool. As I said, you supply the screen. But if you're looking for truly frictionless, easy to use solution that students can just, pull out of their desk, turn on and scan, that's the way to go. So I hope that if you have any questions about either device, there's my email, and glad to provide you with any additional information or support. Or if you think this is something your district may want to look into, glad to do also another half-hour webinar with interested educators who might be interested in bringing these solutions into your schools or your homes for that matter. Any
Does-
other? Yes.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if there's any other questions in the chat, I'm glad to answer them.
There are no more questions
All
in the
right.
chat.
Okay. So again, thanks for coming. And if you have any questions, please feel free. Either you can call me or email me, and I'll get you the information that you need. And we'll go from there. But it was thanks for taking some time out of your day to learn about this, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Brian. This has been really great. And thank you everyone for attending. And last chance for questions. If there's no more questions, we call it a wrap.